Brida sipped her stew broth like a proper lady, all delicate and like a bird, just like Anna taught her. She smiled. The noble boy next to her, what was his name again? Sir Henry? Said something with his northern accent. She offered a laugh like Anna taught her. The spoon left her hand and sent a mess of broth, chicken, and onion all over Sir Henry's fancy doublet. Next thing she knew, Brida was running. Something caught the back of her dress and the rip was deafening. She hit the edge of the bench and tumbled like so many potatoes she dropped into a pot. She never heard so many people laugh in her life. Brida was a knight in her kitchen. Well, it wasn't hers yet, but she was Viteg's second in command. She wielded her knife like any fine ancestral sword she did. The potatoes fell one by her blade, as she threw them into a pot. Fell like the dragon Villadrax. Count Willem will be right proud. Viteg told her, "Keep up the good work, girl. One day, you'll take me place." And get a bedchamber all to myself, she thought. Kitchen manager got their own chambers. The thought was enough to make any dull kitchen duty bearable. "Denny," she caught. "Get your arse in here or I'll have you hided. Get these damned carrots." Her nostrils started to smoke. Peter called her dragon for a reason. Denny fell into the prep area, nearly knocking over a stack of trays. "Sorry, Fraulein Brida. The dog again. It's getting more bold." Great. That's all she needed. Ammentangfest was tomorrow night. One of the few nights commoners could mingle with the highborn. Everything had to be perfect. She needed meddling dogs like a fork in the ass. "Denny, I swear to the Blessed Virgin, if I see carrots after 3 seconds, we'll be serving you for supper." The carrots were gone in a second and a half. She made sure the potatoes were boiling and gave a pinch of salt. She wiped her hands on a dirty rag and smoothed back her hair. "Hargod, what's taking so long?" She threw the back door open and stepped outside. A cart was being unloaded with provisions from Iseneisen. But 2 big burly men were cringing in horror as a large black dog growled and threatened them. "If you act like prey, the dog will treat you like prey," Brida called. "Get your dog off us, lass." "It's not mine, it's a stray." "Don't you know nothing? Stop turning your backs and whimpering, it thinks you're a bunny rabbit." Brida unleashed a, "You! Hund!" The dog turned and lowered its ears, but it still squared up and accepted this new threat as an equal. Brida took a chunk of beef gristle from her apron and winged it into the field. The dog took off after it. The workers breathed easy, but went back to acting like they weren't cowering and saved by a girl of 16. Brida rolled her eyes and ordered them to put the cheese by the door. With the doorway blocked by cheese, Brida had to make her way around to get back to the kitchen through the front. As she passed a pillar, her apron became undone. She leaned against the wall to retie it. "Everyone will be there tomorrow night," a voice said around the corner. One of those prissy noble girls. "Even the small folk," another said with a giggle. Brida gritted her teeth. Think the stable boys will show up in their best horse-dung stained shirt? "Actually, I want to see that kitchen girl, the mean one. Imagine her in silk, like dressing up a pig." Brida held her finest Sunday church dress in the cracked mirror. It was barely nicer than the one she wore every day in the kitchen. She sighed and threw it down. She tried to tie her hair back with a pink ribbon. "I look like a damned rat," Hildy said. "Maybe if you soften your face a little?" "Why? What's wrong with my face?" "Nothing. You're lovely, Brida. Honest, you look like, if you say dragon, I swear I'll... So, coming, Viteg. Sorry, Brida." Nobody called Hildy. Brida grumbled and threw down her ribbon. Brida threw a plate of bread at Peter. "Well, you're in a good mood, Brida." "I know how to poison you, Sir Peter. Shut it." "Why? What's wrong?" Brida reluctantly gave him the details. "I look like a swamp rat with my hair tied up in a..." He was clearly trying to contain a laugh. She bashed him over the head with a wooden spoon and spun away. He caught her by the wrist. Wait, I'm sorry, Brida. I wasn't laughing at you. You're just so tough. You're more like a shield maiden in the songs than a princess. I can be just as dainty and cutesy as any of these high-born princes, and if you think otherwise, I'll disembowel you. I know you can. I've seen your knife skills. He thought for a moment. I think I have a friend who can help. Lady Anna was the daughter of Sir Conrad. Brida averted her eyes and found it hard to look at her directly. How could she look at someone that clean? Anna paced around Brida, her blue eyes bouncing around. She held a finger to her lips and nodded. I can help. No problem at all. Peter, in exchange, you are my new squire. Peter mocked a bow, as my lady knight commands. Hone my sword, polish my helm, and feed my Olivia. You'll need a shovel.